college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Umass Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana.
I don't know, bro. I noticed like when people lose to you, they don't do it.
Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Umass will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Tulane right back to the line. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Umass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on.
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Umass lines up with a 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Minutemen! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Tulane. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Pulls it, fired complete. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about Umass. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Umass getting set to snap it on first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's York. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll set up to throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Hauls it in. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub a lot.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Umass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Umass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tulane. And we've got a shootout.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the 1st half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Touchdown, Green Wave! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Umass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Bring in the heat. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside, if the defense gets penetration.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Umass offense returns to the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Umass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's York. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Umass has a long, long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Umass will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Touchdown, Green Wave. Stealing a score on special teams. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throw away, QB.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Umass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now.
Touchdown, Tulane! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. On target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Green Wave. A Great catch and run for 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Lofts one high and deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Umass offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Stevens. He smashes his way through again. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Guzman. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. Hard running there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Umass will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
To the air on second down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense